I think Coolsville sucks.
What you call an icon living? Try to make a little mistress just did it. 9 long over 5 minutes. Whoa, we up too hot in the place.
Okay, so hi guys. Today I decided that I wanted to do a reading journal flip through. I don't have a tripod and I have shaky grandma hands, so if that doesn't say the kind of content that's on my channel, I don't know what else does. So first I'm going to show you what my journal as a whole looks like, because I split my journal into two. I have when I started in 2018, like in August, and then I have like what I set up for the rest of this year, which I think I like a lot more than what I started with. But yeah, let's get into it. My nails are very... didn't paint them, sorry, I'm a mess. Love that. This was my reading goal for 2018. I wanted to read 25 books and I did. And then what I did was, once I finished the book, I put here what the book was. I started to do like my library, so like I would put like all the books on my bookshelf, but I'm pretty lazy, so I kind of just gave up. And then I would like color in like the books that I read, but like I said, I gave up. And these were all the books that I wanted for 2018, but my opinion changed a lot. But I highlighted all the books that I ended up acquiring. I still probably have to go through and do it again, but my wants and opinions change frequently, so that's why for 2019 I just did a completely new one. And then I have a series tracker because I'm very bad at reading series. Then I have a book releases of 2018, which I didn't really like this one personally. I don't really keep up with book releases that well, and I just didn't like this whole thing at all. I didn't really like anything I created in 2018. And this is my reading log, which I stopped as a whole, as you can see, because I was terrible at reading and keeping up with my journal in general. And then this is August, so this is how I set up like my actual like reading part. So I have like what I buy in a month, and I keep like the totals, and then I have like the book I read. I got this set up from Books with Chloe because I really liked how she set that up, like how she had the title and then the author and what she read and like the stars. So in September, you see I read like a lot more books, not that much. So I kept up with what I bought, the price, and then I kept up with, I do like a theme where I underline it, the title, to separate the title from the author, and like I have like a certain color for that month. I'm gonna do more of that in like this year though. So like I kept light brown, and then I did orange for Halloween, and so I had title, price, books I read, and then here you can see I start to read a lot more. So, and I start to buy a lot more. So I have the title, the price, and what I read, and which ended up going over to the back, which I don't know, I didn't mind it, but that kind of annoyed me. But I like that it went on the back. So for December, I haven't bought much for myself December. I want to keep it personally for what I buy for myself. I bought a lot of books for friends this month, so I just kept like what I bought for myself. And then I kind of like having December books read here, like how there's two different pages, because I do tend to read a lot. So these are all the books that I've read so far this month. And I had like a red because that was the Christmas book I read, and I couldn't find my red marker up until then. I wanted to do like a green, red, green, red, green, red theme, but I couldn't find my marker until literally when I read this, which is ironic. And this is where all the fun starts, okay? This is my favorite. My friends did not fail to let me know that this was ugly, so it was ugly. It was very ugly. I plan to read 50 books apparently. I thought I was going to keep my goal at 25, but apparently I plan to read 50 books. So I just do like this little chart, thinking it'd be fun to like look for the numbers and all of that stuff. So I figured I would do that. And these, I kept this for the books that I read. This should be enough for 50 books. And then if I go over it, it's kind of like whatever to me. I'll just keep it in like my monthly. That's why I don't mind if I end up going, like if I don't have enough space, because I'll just keep them in my monthly. And I was watching Olivia Reads a Latte, and she did like what she wants to read on Scribd. And I really like that because Scribd does limit you. So the best idea to do is to write down or keep notes of what you want to read on Scribd, and then go back and read them instead of saving them. Like, do not save what you want to read on Scribd, okay? Like, don't save it. So these are all the books that I want to read on Scribd. I should have wrote that in pencil so I could erase them and like add more, but whatever. And then these are all the Stephen King books I want to read. The first couple of pages of this is kind of bored. And these are like the classes I want to read. I messed up here and I ended up writing like actual books that I have on my bookshelf here because I'm an idiot. And then this is on my bookshelf because I found that instead of, I am a narcissist and I love my handwriting. So I found that instead of drawing the bookshelf and like drawing what I have on my bookshelf, it'd just be a lot easier to pick what kind of books I have. So I have what books I have and how many of that series that I have. And then for the Cruel Prince, so I'll do like what books in the series I have, but how many books. So when I get The Wicked King, I have 2 here and then 4 here. Hopefully I'll get 4, but if not, then I'll have 2 here and 3 here. So I'll have 2 books in the series, but 3 copies of that series. And I did the same thing for Alice in Wonderland somewhere. Maybe it's not on this page. Yeah, so I have 3 copies of Alice in Wonderland. So then I left a space here in pencil because, you know, you never know how many books you're going to own. I have a lot of eraser marks here, sorry. Because you never know how many books you're going to own, so I don't know, like... So just in case, like, if I don't fill it up, then I can erase it and just put, like, the best reads of 2019, and the worst reads of 2019 here. Then I have all the books that I want to buy, which I left space for more. Then I have all the Funko Pops that I want to buy for my bookshelf. And here I have, like, books read each month, and books bought, and books unhauled. Because even though I unhaul books, I never actually do anything with them. Like, I haven't gotten a chance to take them out yet. And then I have my series tracker again. I found that keeping all these the same color would probably help a lot more than keeping separate colors. So that was frustrating as well. I like to be organized, but like I don't like things to be like super colorful. I like everything to be like all like the same color. I'm very weird in that way. And then I have my 2019 releases, which I thought would be easier to keep up with because the boxes are bigger. So that way I can put like the dates. As you can see, like it comes out, like The Wicked King comes out January 8th. So I can do things like that instead of just like the month they come out in. And then here I have 5-star reads of 2018. Even though I read The Wicked King already, it's finally released in 2019. So I'll honestly reread it. But I just wanted something here to be like an example of how I want it set up. So I have the title, and then I have a quote, and then who it's by. And then for here, I have my YouTube tracker. So basically, I'm on Social Blade like all the time. Like, I don't know why, but I have this weird obsession with Social Blade. So basically, according to Social Blade, I should hit 25K by December 25th next year, according to Social Blade. So to hold them accountable, I have the month that I'm gonna hit, according to them, the month that I'm gonna hit. So like in February, I'm supposed to hit 4K. March, I'm supposed to hit 5K. April, I'm supposed to hit 6K. Like, I have like can hold them accountable for it. And also, I just really wanted to track, you know. So I set like this really, really high goal for myself. And I think that's probably like my only goal for 2019 other than like getting a job. And then I also have like my views tracker, because also holding them accountable. This is how many views I'm supposed to get by the time that I supposedly hit 25K. And now getting into this month, not this month, but the month of January. So I messed up a lot. You know, that's okay. We all make mistakes. I'm pretty sure me being born in general was a mistake. So it's fine. I kind of got over it, you know. Everything can't be perfect all the time. So I kind of messed up like the whole January here. I wrote it in Sharpie, which was like so smart, man. And then I didn't have a ruler to trace it on, which again, it was my own fault, honestly. But I'm just gonna put like the books that I start, and then this will kind of be like my the reading log I had in the beginning. But I'll have like when I start a book and when I finish a book and how many pages of a book I read that day. So it's not really a calendar, but it kind of is a calendar, if that makes sense. So then I have quotes from the books that I read that month, and I also have YouTube growth, but this one is specifically like my growth that year, like that, not that year, my growth that month. So I put this as an example, so like what number I hit and when I hit that number. Also, it's supposed to be 12. Love that. So smart. And then here I have a reading stats. So I have how many pages read. So when I do my wrap-ups for the month, I want to be more specific. So I want to be like, okay, this month I read this many pages, this many of this genre, this many of that genre. Then I have on, even though I know that these aren't genres, they're still like I don't know what to call them. So I have like middle grade, YA, new adult, adult, and nonfiction, even though that fits more over here. But it's my journal and I set up how I want it to. And so here I have like how many 5-star reads, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star. So many eraser marks in here. Love this. So then I have a reading tracker. So then it'll go straight across. So for the first, I'll have like if I started a book, if I read 50 pages, if I read more, like if I read more than 50 pages but not 100 pages, and then if I read 100 pages. And then if I read more than 100 pages, I'll probably stop around here, you know, and then if I finish, and I'll put fin. If I didn't, then I'll just leave it like right here or something. And it goes all the way up to the 31st. And then lastly, I have my regular journal setup, which is how many books I brought that month, like what's the title of the books, and then how many books I brought. And then this is when I'll do like my reading. So I'll have like The Wicked King by Holly Black, read blah blah blah, 5 stars, like, you know. And that is the end of my reading journal. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more videos about my reading journal, just let me know and I'll get on it, because I actually really do love my reading journal. I also have a bullet journal as well if you guys want to see more about that, but I focus more on my reading journal than I do on my bullet journal. So like there's not much in my bullet journal that you'll probably find interesting. My bullet journal is like where my reading journal is, where all the goods are. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below if you want like to know specific things about my journal, if you want more videos and all that good stuff.